So, performing rights organization ASCAP says they're low on cash. Let's talk about what that means for you and how it's going to affect you moving forward. What's up, guys? Brandon here from KDMR Music, the channel helping you become a more successful musician. Now, we do that with videos every week. We talk about things like music marketing. I give you strategies to navigate the music business. And then also, I break down stories from the news to tell you how they affect you as a musician in videos just like this one. So, if you're interested in that type of content, go ahead, hit that subscribe button, then click the notification bell so you don't miss out on new content. Now, this was a crazy story that's been breaking in the last week or so, and I figured I'd talk about it here because it directly affects a lot of you. So, ASCAP, which is one of the three large performing rights organizations in the United States, sent out a letter last week warning artists that their royalty checks are going to be coming late. Now, if you're not familiar, a performing rights organization is the organization or the company that makes sure you get paid when your songs are played or used in public. So, for example, the way it works is, let's say you go to a grocery store and you hear music being played. Well, that grocery store actually has a license with the performing rights organizations where they pay an annual or even a monthly fee in order to be a member. And then using all of the money that they take in that month, they decide based on how many times your song is played, as Cap does, how much you're owed in a distribution. Now, generally speaking, this does take a little while because it takes a long time to figure out how many songs were played, what the royalty rate per song should have been. So, generally speaking, if your song is played in the first quarter of a year, you're not going to see that payment until the fourth quarter of that year or even later. Now, on April 6th, ASCAP was supposed to distribute royalty checks that were from the third quarter of 2019. And that didn't happen. And so the president of ASCAP sent out an email detailing why it didn't happen. One thing she said was that uh, ASCAP royalties are paid out on a cash on hand basis, basically, meaning that the money that is paid out is the same money that's received in a quarter, although that conflicts with their distribution schedule and with the last payment that went out in January. The last royalty payment that went out in January was from the second quarter of 2019. So that would mean it was money that was received well before the January payout period. So things are sounding a little fishy, a little weird. I can't say for sure what's going on there, but it sounds like ASCAP has some serious problems with cash flow. Now, what does this mean? Well, the third quarter checks are going out late. So, according to ASCAP, they're supposed to be being issued by the end of the month of April. So, if you were expecting a check on April 6th, you likely didn't get it, although some artists have been paid already. So be on the lookout. You should receive your distribution next month or by the end of this month. But I wanted to make sure you guys were aware of what's going on because this is going to affect a lot of people. And if they really have cash problems like they're saying they do, then next quarter's distribution is probably going to be affected as well. The major reason that was given for this distribution being missed was COVID-19. And they're saying that many of the businesses have already asked to not pay their licenses or to pay less or to pay them late. And so, because of that, they had to freeze monies going out. And that wouldn't be too much of a big deal if weren't considering the fact that these monies were supposed to be earmarked months ago. So it's kind of fishy. Things are weird. I hope there's nothing devious going on there. But I also hope that ASCAP is able to get it together because a lot of musicians, especially right now, are relying on those royalties because they can't go out and make more money performing live. They can't go to studios to record. Everything is shut down. So we'll be monitoring the situation. I'll be watching the news. And so if anything else happens, I will certainly update this video. And in the description of this video, I'm going to leave links to a couple of articles so that you can read up and understand exactly what's going on as well. Now, has this affected you? Have your checks been postponed? Are you seeing less money on your revenue receipts from ASCAP? I'd love to know, so let me know in the comments below, and I'll see you in another video very soon. Peace.